Whether walking dogs or delivering takeout, more and more people are taking up side hustles in addition to their current job. A new study shows that almost 40% of Americans have a side hustle.
We are closing out Financial Awareness Month with our last Money Monday with Mike Lemaich. He's joining us today to talk a little bit about this issue. You know, we're talking about finances and professional global fund management. So why are more and more people taking up these side hustles?
So I think there's, a few reasons. Number one, I think some people just have a good idea, a good business idea, right? And they want to start this while they're still working, kind of get that rolling and see maybe if that could become their full-time job. Also, a lot of retirees, they're kind of looking for something to do, right?
Yeah.
Kind of get some activity. And then, unfortunately, there are some people that need to work to kind of just meet expenses. Yeah. Inflation has come down, but it's still elevated, so these people need the extra income to meet bills.
One of the things I think that happens when this sort of thing happens with a side hustle, you automatically go, hey, I've got some extra money now. I don't have to, but there are still some tax implications along that, right?
Absolutely. Okay. Any income that you earn from Venmo or any kind of app, that's taxable income, and you're going to need to report that. There's also a new rule. If you get $600 or more from Venmo, they're going to actually send you a 1099 now. And that goes to you and to the government. So they're going to see that. So
Uncle Sam always wants his, right? That's how that works.
So there's a good side to that, though. Yeah. If you were classified as self-employed, right, you can write off a lot of, your phone, your cell phone, right, internet, maybe a home office. So we can have some deductions that can offset some of that income. So we want to make sure we're claiming all the income, but make sure we're taking the deductions that are available to us.
So how can someone with a side hustle put their income to good use?
So I would say first, right, if you haven't created an emergency fund, that would be the first thing I do. 3 to 6 months of expenses. If you have any credit card debts, right, I'd be using that to pay that off, to use those extra expenses. But I'd say other than that, like we should treat ourselves, right? Money's a tool, right? We should use that for our benefit. I have many clients that are awesome savers, and they've worked hard and saved hard, and they're right where they want to be in retirement, but it's kind of hard to turn on that spending switch, right? Yeah. You should spend a little bit. Enjoy yourself.
He's a good one.
I know. Yeah,
I want my finance guy to tell me to treat myself.
Well, but there is some truth to that. If you've got a side hustle and you're working this extra time, you need to have some sort of benefit from that other than just watching dollar signs go into your bank account or go to bills or whatever. I mean, I know sometimes that's not the case for everybody in every situation, but when it comes to that, like, are there better, is investing kind of an idea of that? Like, is that a good way to maybe spend your money? At least you're making money, that sort of thing?
So I always say it's a good idea to save your money, right? And if you're self-employed, you can save more money, right? You have the opportunity to do that. But I'd say if you hit some goals, if you hit some milestones, that you should go out to dinner, right? Treat yourself, right? Do some things, right? No doubt, no question.
Do you see an uptick in the number of people's side hustles becoming their main thing? I know social media has kind of opened up this whole world of side hustles, I feel like.
No question. I actually have a client that started a dog walking business, and now it's her full-time job. She makes 6 figures. It's kind of amazing, right? It's pretty, and she loves it. So
6 figures walking dog.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me how to do that.
It's pretty amazing. So yes.
One of the things I love about the side hustle sort of thing too is a lot of times it's something you enjoy doing, right? It's not just, hey, I need to go find an extra job. It's like, hey, I really like painting walls, or I actually enjoy doing some of this manual labor. Does that help at least a little bit in keeping those side hustles?
Absolutely. Yeah. If you can find something you enjoy that you can get paid for, then you should move into that direction. If you have a job that you don't really like per se, right, then that's an avenue for you to go to.
Do you recommend someone with a side hustle get extra help with that tax portion, with making sure, because sometimes it can be overwhelming. I heard you mention all the different things you can write off and knowing what you can and cannot do.
No question, right? If you have someone do your taxes, if you have a CPA that does that, you should be sitting down with them and having them walk through it. So make sure you're not missing any deductions, right? Because there are a lot of deductions if you are self-employed, right? And I always tell my clients, right, tip your waiter, not the IRS, right? So we want to make sure we get all the deductions that we can.
I like that one.
He's one of the smartest guys every time he walks into this room. Mike Lemaich, thank you so much for coming on all month long and helping us get a little bit more aware when it comes to money, and we look forward to chatting with you again soon.
All right, thanks for having me.